Okay, there's not many people that have ever got to see in my cigar box that I stored stone in many years ago. I have labels on all my cigar boxes. Well, this cigar box is marked 18 karat gold. The reason for that is I feel that all of the turquoise I'm going to show you in this video only rates 18 karat gold. And some people might argue with me, but it doesn't matter to me. If I was going to put it in jewelry, it'd definitely be an 18 karat gold. One of the things you'll notice with this material is it's kind of gray where it's not ground off. That's because the Chinese used huge barrel tumblers and they just throw all the rock into the tumbler and let it roll till it was clean. And in doing so, because the Chinese material typically has a very black air coating, a lot of it did, super black, probably some type of hematite, maybe. I'm not really sure what it is, but it was so black and so dirty that it would literally change the color of the stone to a gray look like that. But the first thing I want to do is demonstrate to you how hard this turquoise is. Some of it, I guess, approaches a 7. I mean, that's hard, 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 super dense turquoise. Okay, with that said, I'm going to show you some pieces. I've got another video I'm going to make too. This red, or I'll call it red. It's not really red. That, I'm 99% sure that's a hematite. Anyway, that was one of the rarest coatings on the stone. And then red matrix spider web is the rarest in the Chinese turquoise. Incredibly dense. This would probably a standard domestic turquoise mid-range nugget would probably weigh half of this particular piece because the material is so dense. Anyway, I just lightly ground on these to give you an idea of how beautiful the blue and the matrix is inside. You'll notice that that's got a real nice blue, nice matrix. And if you come over here, it's washed out. Okay, here's another piece. You notice the black all over it, on both, all the way around. That was typical. Okay, and then if you come around here, this has got a green and blue in it. You can see it better in this image. I probably should have ground this face, but the blue and green would show up a lot better. The multicolor was not common, but not uncommon. Okay, here's another piece. Again, the black. And you'll notice in these that there's numerous looks in some of them. I mean, that's beautiful, bigger web, spider web. But if you come down to this end, up in here, you can see that the spider web got more compact, more leaning toward a lantern blue. I call it micro web. Okay, here's another piece with the kind of reddish coating on it. You know, look how crummy that looks in the rough. I mean, you'd never guess that there was a really beautiful piece of turquoise under that. But if you come around to where I ground it off, look at that. I mean, it's doesn't get much better than that. Like I said in the last video, this stuff's almost crack free. Here we go again. Various web patterns in this one single piece. And then you come around here, after I ground through the gray, you can see the gray right in here. It's really washed out looking. So if you're buying rough, and didn't know better, you'd never realize that that was just a coating from being in the tumbler. And this last piece, I put up a bracelet that changed colors across the face of it. And that bracelet stone came out of this piece. It's green over here. This is just sawn off, so it's really kind of not looking that good. This side's been ground a little bit so you can get a better idea of how nice this was. This is one of the materials that there's a little tiny spot right here that shows a softer matrix, but typically on the top material, the matrix is as hard as the turquoise. Anywho, I hope this helped you have a better understanding of what top Chinese turquoise looks like. Hope you enjoyed.